No, I don't have to change my tune. I wish that my tune was different. My tune has been maligned as all get out. So what you see is what you get, kinda. Cause if I was being poisoned, that would be quite telling as to why my physiology and psychology is a little messed up. But I'm not harassing them by my content to say what I'm saying. And I have the right to protect myself from what I'm saying happened to me. And so it's not harassing. It's me protecting myself. There's a clear difference, I believe. And it's like when you're instigated in a relationship in that fashion where it's like you're driving 48 miles one way to go see somebody, they're reeling you in. They're reeling you in just to push you. And it's to throw you in that detriment. Like, you're just loving. You're just caring over the phone for me to come there and then you to treat me that way. And then on top of it, like, there's more to the story than meets the eyes, and I can't get the whole thing out. I just can't. It's an impossibility. It is just impossible. But what I can do is I can show people that through whatever I've experienced, and fine, I'm not going to even say, leave that for the courts to decide. But I have certain proofs, and I have certain things that I have concerns about, and I have the right to be concerned and to take it to these places. So as far as like, I haven't gone back to look at some of my old work or whatever, but as far as like there being any kind of like work regarding a madman serial killer or whatever like that, it's what am I doing there? As far as lyrically, I'm taking the emotional value of a stance where people have been, and I'm turning it into an artistic piece. There's nothing wrong with what I'm doing there. That's cathartic release. That's to help me. You can see it another way, but you're seeing it that way, and you're seeing a character that's maligned. So to put into perspective that, for someone to put into perspective that instead of me coming out here to put cathartic release stuff together to like channel my anger and my emotional stability and my stamina there to like keep myself together, it's hard. It is hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's really hard. But it's the fact that what I'm putting together isn't harassment. It's my story. I have the right to my own emotions, my own feelings. And then through those feelings, I have the right to protect myself. If someone's out to malign you, ruin your character, just completely assassinate you in every shape or form, whatever way they can, I'm sorry, I have the right to protect myself. And I'll go back and we'll look at that. I think I did look at that work, but it's like, no, like, if people can't look at that work as like, this man's been maligned, this man's physiology and psychology has been changed. If they can't see that and they just think that I'm coming out with this stuff like as if like I have it like right now, like I'm not pre-planning this right here. I'm just coming out to talk. And so no, there's no like pre-plan in it. Besides the fact that like I have the right to protect myself. The only pre-plan I have is just to know in throughout life that if anyone were to ever do anything to me like that, I'm going to protect myself. You see what I mean? And so I have the right to do that, regardless of what was being done to me or not being done to me. You feel me? Like, I have an emotional well-being. I have my mental health is important to me. Basically, it goes in order. I need to work to support myself. My mental health is right next to that, and especially lately because I've been making a whole shitload less money because it's just so hard. It's just so hard, I can't lie. It's so fucking hard in that grind. You don't know what's going on. You don't know if someone's like capable of taking it to those extremes, but you feel the way you feel. And studying these things, I'm sorry, but it's gutter trash scary to me, yo. It's so scary to me to even think that my love could do something like that to me. Someone I love, that, no, it's not right. And it's not right to think that I don't have love for them in what I'm even doing. My heart's work is I have been writing on positions where these people are in. That's what I write on. Because I know I can't change their mind. I know I can't change people's behavior. They have to do that themselves. But I can put together formidable things. I can put together my own rebuttal against the things that have been really coercively like affecting me in my life. In that way. Like, I wholeheartedly believe I would be in a whole different mind frame today. And I'm like, I myself, like, you see Matthew Murden in a situation. I see myself, Matthew Murden, as someone completely different. And I have work put together to take not only myself from where I am, to life myself up and to go grind for better in my life. But I have written specific placements inside of a heart's work for where these people are at. If they actually wanted to love. So, like, when I'm putting together that kind of work, where it's very formidable approach for, like, wherever their darkness is at, that they can work with the Lord and raise their grind. And I've been homeless. I have a reason. It wasn't me that made me homeless. That's another thing that needs to be said. It's the maligning of something happening to me that I didn't know at the time. Or I feel like I know now, but, who knows? Who really actually knows? But that's just it. You don't. You don't. You just know for yourself that you are being maligned. Your character is assassinated. You are being pushed to the brink. And you know it to be true. You know it to be true. It's not a matter of, like, I don't know, just you know what's happenstance and you know what isn't at times. And at times you don't. You can't decipher one or the other. But there comes to a point in patterns where it's like, if something's happening over and over and over and over again in your life, yeah, you can start building on that with the Lord. I'm sorry wholeheartedly to people that don't believe that the Lord can transfer a message to you. If you're praying in that way, how do you think Jesus spoke the word of our dear Lord? You don't think that wasn't the Holy Ghost? The same thing that Jesus spoke about, that wasn't the Holy Ghost? I think it was. And I think that is the same thing that the Lord gives us. To do these things when in times of struggle in this and that, the Lord can help you. And in that darkened place, you have the option of going to the Lord, giving it to the Lord as best as your ability can. That's not always easy either, given certain circumstances. But the fact of the matter is that's what I write on. So when someone's going to come at me, thinking that they can malign me in that way, and they're close to me, and then I'm asking for accountability. I'm asking for proof from both. Like, I think I said I'll give you 10 days or something. I'm giving you way too much time. You don't even, if you ask me, you don't even have it in you to prove this stuff to me, because you know with what I'm asking you is verbatim. This was before my recording, by the way. Before like the proof type of thing, that like the part that I listened to over and over like 50 fucking times. Yeah. I've never cried and puked in my life. I cried and puked. It was like, I don't know, a river just went right through me. I don't know what happened, dude. I really don't. All I know is this fucking heart was a wreck. And I knew that these people didn't care. I cared. And you know what the fact of the matter is? A true Christian is going to care. A true Christian is going to care. Especially about these kinds of things. Like, gee, I fucking love you. I don't want you like you are. I love you, but I don't like who you are. I don't have to like who you are. If I love you, I love you. Though, you dig? If I love you, I say prayers about you to take you up from a mental place that you're in. Because obviously that's some fucking sick shit. It's dark. It's decrepit. And it's evil. It's really messed up to do that to somebody that loves you. So I write on these things. I've been, and mind you, I always didn't have the opportunity to write. And so what I've done oftentimes is I've said to the Lord, I don't have time. I don't want to forget what just happened here. Because that's what happens. It sucks. It really sucks. Because it's like, you have something serious to say. You want to be able to say that serious thing. And if you're suffocating in your own mind, levels deep, I couldn't even explain to you. I wouldn't even be able to explain to somebody, because I don't know what's been going on with me in that way. I don't know. All I know is I know my stamina. And I know that the Lord has been telling me inside of here that it would be a really, really hurtful thing to not only me, but to the Lord. saying, Matthew, it would be really a sad thing if you didn't get this heart's work together. It would be a really sad thing. And so, with what's happened in my chest that day, and with what, like, I felt that God kept me alive, look, I have this dull, achy pain in my chest. It like, doesn't go away. Right now, I feel pretty fine. But when stuff hits me, oh, Lord, I don't know if I'm going to make it, you guys. I'm really struggling. But that's just the thing. If I take the pain that I've endured, and I don't have the faith in the Lord to take me through this, and I just go, oh, I'm just going to go into the hospital, I lose everything I worked hard for to get out from under in the first place. And I don't even think any of you guys are making it this far in my videos, so I don't know. I'm gonna be done right now. I'm gonna try and get back to work and whatnot. I just really want people to know something, is that I'm not harassing anybody, and that's it was never ever my intent in anything. I'm like, if I pulled up in a parking lot waiting for an order and someone happened to be there, do you see what I'm saying? I didn't know these things. And furthermore, I shouldn't have to fear where my heart is concerned, because my heart has been pure for these people. So, in other words, you don't have anything to fear at all. And well, they already know that anyway. They're just trying to create this shit. It's just more abuse. Just like I said, we walked up with that paperwork. It was just like, really? You know, and he just like did his due diligence and whatnot. He was a very formidable person. And thank you, mind you. If you're a police officer and you're really trying for me here to figure out discovery and stuff like that, or help me get discovery. If I'm being pulled over like 2 times a week or whatever it is, and you're actually doing that to help me out, thank you. Thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, because look, I just want my life back. And to tell you the truth, I don't want anything bad to happen to these guys. But this is the thing, I don't have that decision power. And I don't think that nothing should happen. It's just, I feel really bad for the consequences for the actions that they did take into my life. You see what I mean? And so, yeah, I could see why somebody would be wanting to be super duper scared with what they've done to me to, like, then want to just get rid of me. Like, it just makes sense, you guys. That's all I'm saying. It just makes sense. And though it makes sense, it's not like I personally wanted for that. It's not like I had personally wanted for that. There was like a good block of time, a very long block of time of me praying, and just, you have no idea how hard it was for me to like just come out with this stuff at all in the first place. So, no, you know, I have love for my G. I have love for my girl, regardless on whether or not I can fall in love, regardless on whether or not, G, me and you are going to be friends to 86 or not. I had love for you. Real, true, honest, and pure, devoted love for you. I loved you. What you did to me is not loving. And if the things were in reverse, and you're coming at me, I would have the proof in a heartbeat, and you know it. And then, on top of that proof, if if you wanted to take your fists to my face because you were that hurt, you needed that outlet, I got the kind of heart where I'll fucking take that punch. I'll take that punch. And you know why? You know why I say I would take that punch? Is because the way I love is I'm willing to fight for my love. I'm willing to fight for my life. I'm willing to fight tooth and nail for the people that I care about. Tooth and fucking nail. There's not one damn person that could break you the way that these people broke me. And so when it's that kind of love that I'm taking into you, and I'm putting that kind of love into you every single night for the longest time, and that motherfucker can move on my life this way. Knowing, mind you, that my heart's work is formidable, and knowing that the approach is very much to target these issues. I have a problem with it, all right? I have a problem with it because that's way too long of a standing relationship to have that happen. Have that happen, gee. Like, I am calling you out as being a complete motherfucking asshole in my life that way. And I want to know how deep it goes, how dark this fucking shit goes in your life with me. Because I don't think you got love in your heart, bitch. I don't even think you got a moral compass. No. And honestly, with what estranged feelings I was being led into, shit's gotten really fucking hard for me. Really fucking hard for me. So, no. You're gonna be found out about. That's the way I take it. I can't post that, that content, but if that content got into the courts and they got to listen to it over and over or whatever, and on top of that, all the other fucking thing, just the abusive behaviors constantly from her. Just constantly. I don't know, man. I feel really bad. I feel really bad about what's going on in my life, but I feel really bad for you guys. I do. I feel really bad for you, G. And I feel really bad for you, girl. And I'm not trying to be harassing or anything like that. That's not my intent. My intent is to I've been lopped off in the fray 20 years, well, how old am I? 3. So 21 years ago. 20 years ago. I don't know, whatever. It was around that time. I was really put in the same situation, really bad way. Really, really bad way. So for her to do what she did, all for, how I might not measure up in metric areas in my life where you could just willy-nilly just erase me. Like, I'm sorry, but humanity should be better than this. All the way around. Regarding these issues. I am a fucking human being. I am not someone that you can just scratch out. I am a human being. And my heart was not made to be made feeling this way. Thanks very much for whatever you had done to my life. Whatever you got into me, thanks very fucking much for that. But I just wanted my life back. And I did not know. I had a sneaking suspicion from what happened before in my life, and then the feeling I said that he gave me moving out there, it just wasn't right, and so I feel bad. I feel bad for her. I feel really bad for her because I think her situation could be any other girl. Any other girl. What I'm trying to say is that it didn't matter who you were. The only thing that mattered was that he got to use you to hurt me. And that was why on Christmas, the Christmas that I got to actually spend with you over a year ago, that's why I was just so tore up. I was so tore up because I fucking cared so evidently about you guys in here. And I just didn't want it again. I didn't want to go through what I'm going through right now again. Because what I'm going through right now, before, oh man, you don't even want to know. You don't even want to know. Them suicidal feelings to fucking good Lord. It left me in a bad way. And I ended up going homeless. I lost my stuff twice. I've just gone through the mill since then. Literally. Through the mill. I say it through the mill. Oh God. That was kind of funny, actually. I just said that, and it wasn't supposed to be funny, but it was funny because I worked out a mill, paper mill, through the mill. Oh God, whatever. It was funny. It was funny laugh for me. Anyway, I'd love to be able to go live because live would be protecting me from the further abuse that can even come from the state. You see what I'm saying? I don't trust all the frenemies out here, in uniform. So it's just the fact that I need protection right now, and in the worst way. And right now, that protection requires money I don't have. So, yeah, could go. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that like $8,000 just kind of like went poof in a fucking year worth of savings? Or it was more than that, but I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter because when you're pushed in these ways, in my mind, I'm like, I was so hurt moving out there. Like, look, you guys, I kind of wanted to die. Just thinking that he could do this to me again. I kind of was just like, just fighting. And no, I didn't want to die. It's just, you have those feelings, You're fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. But when the fight is just all that you do, the grind is all you know, something's wrong. Something's really majorly wrong. And that's what I'm out to prove and put an end to in my life. You know what I mean? And so, just please, if you guys do have anything to give. Support me. I don't know, I've been asking people to put together, crowdfunding for me. I really deserve a break. And it's not just a break from work. I'll still work. I'll be fucking working tooth and nail. I just need the money to break away from what I'm having to do for money right now. So that I can not only put this thing together, but I want to go on I want to fucking figure out what's going on with me. And I need time to do these things, but in order to have that happen, I want my life. I want the life that I've been working hard for. Not oh, I get to take another step back to go forward again. I've taken way too many steps back because of this abuse in my life. I don't deserve to go back anymore. Not at all. Not at all at all. I deserve to go forward from here on out. So, if you can help me do that, that would mean a lot to me. And in all honesty, I think that whatever people are giving, the things that I've been writing on is going to transform this world, you guys. It is. It's going to it might not, like, I don't know, you guys take me for silly, but I'm crazy enough. I think I can change the world. So I'm going to change the world, you guys. Especially when it comes to this stuff, this stuff. I have reason. I have reason. I want to be like in an excavator, digging into the hearts of these people that are willing to do these kinds of things. That's what I want to do for a living. And on top of it, there's so many different areas. I just don't want to go into it. You know, some parts of me I like to keep private. And you know, it's formidable. Just have a little bullet faith in me, you know? Take a chance on a guy. And help him out. You know? I cry and I smell this shit. I don't like what's going on with me and I want to figure it out, okay? I feel like I have the right to that and keep my place. I can handle myself. He's the one that can't handle himself. I can handle myself just fine. So please, I'm just asking for a little bit of love, support. Can you put something together for me? Will you please put something together for me? Just try. It'll take you 5 minutes on like a crowdfunding thing or something. And like ChatGPT will clean it up for you really well. Let's see what else. I just want help, okay? I'm not like this, okay? I'm not like this. I'm crying. But I'm not like this. I really am. I'm a better man than this. And I mean, I'm not trying to toot my horn either. Like, I'm not perfect. I want to go back. I want to be better. I want to do things in my life for other people in miraculous ways. I want to do that. I want to do that work. That charitable work. I want to change the world. I want to change hearts and minds of men and women regarding these things. I want to make it to where someone's in a relationship, maybe they're even on hard terms, and some you know, really gorgeous girl or some really handsome guy comes along, that person, even in the midst of like really troubling situations, just you don't have it in you to do that. You do things right. If you're gonna cheat, at least don't cheat with someone close to them. That's just harsh, guys. It's really harsh. I mean, and like, here's just the thing about that. I understand something that they don't. Demonology. I know I'm not fighting them. They think I'm fighting them because they're coinciding with demons. It's like someone trying to tell me to quit smoking, and I'm all like, I can't quit smoking. I need a cigarette all the time. It's me sticking up for that bad habit. But that demon exists. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing, only on different levels, playing fields. And so, I just lost my train of thought. I just really want someone to help me out, to allow me the time to put something together that I've been working on mentally, even for years and years. And it's taken a lot of mental fortitude to like dig myself out from under, and it's taken a lot of mental fortitude to like, look, he's not very far from me, you know. Other people in this situation, including police, have taken it to those levels, yo. I think I'm a lot stronger than people are making me out to be. And I think that the approach that I'm trying to make is a very necessary one for where the world is. It's very up to date and current. And mind you, once the domino rally starts, I mean, I honestly believe this. I can do more than Zuckerberg ever could. I can do more than Silicon Valley ever would. I personally can change the world. And I have the right to try. And I am going to. God willing, in God's timing, I am really trying to do something amazing. And if you would believe me and have put a little mustard faith seed in your prayers for me in that way, water it with the Lord. Water it with the Lord. Which reminds me, I need water. Thirsty. But water it with the Lord, and that it's gonna grow. Regardless if you want it to or not. But furthermore, you should want it to. You should want, when you go to God in that kind of way, and you're asking, you're obviously, you know, we want to be grateful for what we get. And I'm not replacing any of this. I'm just going over some areas. But when you go to God and you're asking for things, I want you to have faith in the things that you're asking for. 100% faith in the Lord can do those things. You don't want to be crazy with your prayers. Is like, well, no, anything. I'm not going to tell you how to pray. I'm not going to tell you how to pray. I just want to open the door so that you can see, you could see for yourself that the Lord does work in your life. The Lord does. People want to deny it all they want, But, I mean, after all is said and done, do you think they're still going to be able to deny their Lord, the Creator? No. So anyway, if I can get you to plant that figurative seed inside of your prayer value, water it with the Lord, please. You know, I do all of these things for you guys. And I don't have to tell you my prayers, but I'm gonna just tell you that my prayers for all of you are like a flower you've never seen before. And let me tell you something. That flower is beautiful. You are beautiful. You are. Whatever you're going through, whatever darkness, whatever you're experiencing, you might not even think that you are beautiful, but you are beautiful. And that is what I'm also out to prove, is that these people that people see all over the place, they're hurting. They need our help. Some of them want it, some of them don't. But the ones that want it, I think it's okay to go and help. Don't you? I do. So what I'm trying to do is a formidable move, because once I get this thing up off the ground, I want to run. I want to sprint with it. And if I'm able to do that, then I'm able to do my health routine. I'm able to do my detox remedies. I'm able to do what work I have put together for myself, written. I have like a lot planned. And without me able to get these plans attacked, I don't get to do any of it. And my reason is because in order for me to make it and get to eat a meal possibly every day, you have no idea what I'm going through out here. None. And as far as like, they say, why are you going to get a regular job? Like, whatever. You know what? When you smell like I smell, and you feel like you're just, like you could have just died, I don't deserve to die, first and foremost. I don't deserve that kind of mistreatment of my body. If that was the case, and, you know, let's just leave it at whatever. But, I believe 100% that it was poisoning. I believe that, with the way I feel, with the way my voice sounds and all that. But, I just totally lost my train of thought again. I believe in my heart's work, meaning that if you guys can help me to put something really formidable together, and I know this could be made by somebody else, it's just the fact that it's me. You guys, I want to be cared about. I want to be loved. And I deserve to be loved. I'm a human being. I don't deserve to be mistreated that way. When it happens, that's what it does. Mind you, I must not deserve love. I must just not deserve to be treated right. It must be something that I'm doing, that I have to look at myself about and change. That I'm being treated this way. But no, it's not correct. See what I'm saying? And even if a person isn't perfect, that imperfect person does not deserve to be treated that way. Do you see what I'm saying? So I would just really like the chance to be able to work my plan and plan my work and continue that kind of grind, because me getting out there with this stuff, I'm gonna affect people in a profound way. And as far as like, you know, the government or anyone wanting to attack me because of what it has to deal with, like God and stuff, I don't care. I don't care. They don't have to believe in God. All I'm doing is leading people to if they want to, and they want to make those changes in their own life, I'm going to prove them that it's possible. And yeah, I think I really am. Because like that feeling that what happened to me with when I dropped it, after then it was like, I don't know, God somehow secured me in my heart of hearts. See what I mean? And it was like, I don't know, I feel this flooding in my chest all the time. And the way I take that is that's the Lord keeping me alive. And in all honesty, I feel like if that wasn't the case, and I felt like if I didn't have like some kind of holy spiritual supernatural thing happening in my body based on prayers that I've prayed and like believing in God to do these things, I don't think I would be here. I think I would be dead. I think that night I would have died. Or, you know, for sure that night I would have died. But I think even other times in my life, I wouldn't have made it through it. So, that's an awful lot of pain. Anyway, hope I can get your all's support. Thanks for being here. If you made it this far, I'm really surprised. Comment, go Ducky if you got this far.